I'm Sarah, and this is BudgetSew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today, I'm going to show you my Butterick sewing pattern haul from simplicity.com. If you like this video, please subscribe to BudgetSew and follow me on social media at BudgetSew. Just a quick note before we get started. Today, I'm wearing Butterick 6523. The link to the video with that sew along is right here at the top of the screen. The first pattern is Butterick 6728. This V-neck empire waist dress has flutter sleeves, a contrast neck and waistband, and length variations, including T and ankle length. The T-length dress, view A, has a contrast hem ruffle. The suggested fabrics are cotton blends, rayon, crepe, and challis. All views require one 22-inch invisible zipper. This is such a beautiful dress pattern that I bought 2 copies, size 6 to 14 for my mom and sizes 14 to 22 for myself. I would love to make up this dress in a lightweight polyester sheet. I bought a few sheets from Amazon and I think this would look lovely. I've had this pattern sitting on my desk for a few days, and I've been dreaming about all the possibilities. How I'm going to sew it, which fabrics I'm going to use, what I'm going to wear with it, and even where I'm going to wear it. I'm still debating about the lower ruffle. Should it be the same fabric as the skirt, or the same as the contrast neck and waistband? The next pattern is Butterick 6901. A lisette pattern for a vest, pants, and shorts. The fully lined button front vest has welt pockets and back tie ends. The pants and shorts have a pleated front, side pockets, carriers, and an invisible side zipper. The recommended fabrics are gabardine, poplin, denim, crepe, and tropical wool. The lining should be made from lining fabrics. 4 5/8 of an inch buttons are required for the vest, and the pants and shorts need one 7-inch invisible zipper. This pattern has 2 size ranges, 6 to 14 and 16 to 24. I needed a size 16, so I chose the larger size range. I have a thing for vests right now, and this vest would look great with a pair of jeans. I like wearing vests because I feel that it makes the outfit look complete. For a summer look, I'm imagining the vest in poplin with matching pants, lightweight and breezy. Then there's Butterick 6960, a Palmer pledge pattern. This line jacket has a notched collar with a single button front closure, welt pockets, 2-piece long sleeves, and a back vent. The suggested fabrics are crepe, gabardine, linen, and poplin. There are 7 pages of English instructions with drawings and quick tips. The instructions said, don't waste time sewing a garment that doesn't fit. First, buy the right size. Measure the high bust and use that in place of the bust on the measurement chart. If in between sizes, buy the smaller size. Since this is a Palmer pledge pattern, the instructions recommend to tissue fit the pattern before cutting it out of fabric. To make alterations easier, they have placed alteration lines on the pattern tissue. The pattern instructions also suggested getting the tissue ready before pinning it together. It says trim around the tissue outside the black cutting line for your size. With the tissue right side up, tape the following inside the stitching line to prevent the tissue from tearing when trying it on: the front and back armhole, the front and back neckline, and the inside curve on the back above the waist. Use small pieces of tape around the curves, lapping them. Clip the curves to the tape, but do not cut the tape. I love this boyfriend blazer. I think that it would look great for layering. In the springtime, I sometimes wear a cardigan under my blazers, so they're more like a jacket. I'll wear my wool slouchy beanie, and as the day progresses, I remove the cardigan under the blazer and pop it in my large purse. Then I switch out the wool slouchy beanie for a large brimmed sun hat. I think that this jacket would look great over the vest and pants from the previous pattern, Butterick 6901. The next pattern is Butterick 6685, a pullover top with drop shoulders, neckline and sleeve variations, side slits, and a curved hem. It may be worn with or without a sash. View A is sleeveless. View B has a flutter sleeve. View C has a layered flutter sleeve. And View D has a flutter sleeve with a ruffle. I love the tie sash because it gives the top some more shape if you feel like it on that day. The suggested fabrics are challis, crepe de chine, double georgette, and charmeuse. Very pretty, flowy fabrics. There are no notions needed for this project, and the size ranges are extra small to medium and large to double extra large. I like this top so much that I bought one copy of the large to double extra large for me and an extra small to medium for my mom. View C sold me on this pattern. The layered flutter sleeves and the sash are so dramatic. This is perfect for summer. Then there's Butterick 6680, a close-fitting dress with side gathers, neck and armhole bands, and a slightly flared hem in 3 lengths. View A is above mid-knee length. View B is below mid-knee length. And View C is ankle length. There is no provision for an above-waist adjustment on this pattern. The size ranges are 8 to 14 and 14 to 22. I ordered the 14 to 22 size range because I plan to make this in a size 16. The recommended fabrics are moderate stretch knits with 35% cross-grain stretch, such as jersey, interlock, cotton blends, and rayon knits. I brought some brushed knit Lara in color navy from Fabricville that would be perfect for this dress. The Lara fabric in navy is a medium weight knit that is very soft, has a brushed hand and stretch for comfort and ease. The description said it's perfect for dresses, sweaters, cardigans, tops, and more. It's 90% polyester and 10% spandex and machine washable. It's 63 inches or 160 centimeters wide, and I ordered 6 meters as part of their buy 1 meter, get 2 meters free sale. 3 meters for me and 3 meters for my mom. Fabricville emailed me after I placed my order to let me know that they had a shortage of this fabric. They only had 5.4 meters in stock, and it was in 2 pieces. One in 3.8 meters and the other in 1.6 meters. So my mom and I are going to pin our patterns on the fabric at the same time to plan how to get the best use of the fabric. All views require 3/8 of a yard of a 1/4 inch wide elastic. I'm not sure if I'm going to make view B the below the knee version or view C the ankle length version. Or maybe I'll make it an in-between T-length version. I'm going to accessorize this dress with a big brimmed sun hat and a lightweight cardigan. Then there's Butterick 6966. I ordered 2 of this pattern, one in size 6 to 14 for my mom and one in size 14 to 22 for me. Butterick 6966 are close-fitting pullover tops with neckline variations, elbow length or long sleeves, and narrow hems. The fitted straight leg or slightly flared pants have an elastic waist and no side seams. This is another Palmer Pledge pattern, and inside the pattern envelope, this pattern is described as an elegant top for day or evening and no side seam pants. The top is a simple classic with a flattering high V or bateau neckline. The top and pants are designed for knits, but it can work in wovens if you fit it for wovens. It continued, follow our easy tips. When you sew a pair of pants without a side seam, you need to make sure it will fit before cutting. You may need to add a side zipper in the pants unless you are a fairly rectangular figure. The suggested fabrics are moderate stretch knits only, such as cotton knit, interlock, jersey, and rayon knits. There's a stretch gauge on the back of the pattern that indicates that 4 inches of fabric must stretch another inch to 5 inches or 35%. 1 1/4 yards of 3/4 inch wide elastic is required for the pants. I love this look. It can be dressed up or down, and I think that I might make up views A, the V-neck top, and view C, the wide leg pants first. I'd love to make this out of a deep green and pair it with gold accessories. I think I would look elegant and put together and be super comfy in this knit outfit. Then there's Butterick 7001. This loose fitting jacket has drop shoulders, front, back, and sleeve bands, and a 5/8 of an inch narrow hem. The bias cut camisole has all-in-one neck and armhole facings and bias straps. The fitted pants have a flat front, side front pockets, and elastic back. All have 5/8 of an inch narrow hems. The suggested fabrics are silky lightweight fabrics with drape, such as batik, charmeuses, crepe de chine, and rayon challis. View C, the pants, also in sateen and stretch wovens. 3/4 of a yard of 1¼ inch wide elastic is required for the pants. This easy to sew pattern comes in 2 size ranges, 6 to 14 and 16 to 24. I bought this pattern in the smaller size range since this pattern is for my mom. Now that I'm showing you the pattern, I'm wishing that I had bought a copy for myself. I love the kimono style jacket paired with a camisole. Since the cami is cut on the bias, the drape will be beautiful. Next, there's Butterick 6418, lace detail tops. This is so pretty that I bought 2 copies, one for my mom and one for me. These close-fitting knit pullover tops have sleeve and hem variations. Views A, B, and D have a front yoke, and view C has front and back overlays. The suggested fabrics are moderate stretch knits with 35% cross-grain stretch, such as cotton interlock, cotton jersey, interlock, and lace knit. One thing to note about buying this pattern online is the Simplicity website shows this pattern in 2 size ranges, 4 to 14 and 16 to 26, but when it arrived, I received one pattern that was extra small to medium and one that was large to double extra large. I wasn't bothered by this since it is the same size range, but it was just something that I noticed. I just bought some lovely navy blue stretch lace from Value Village that would look fantastic as view A or C. To pair with the lace, I have 2 different knit fabrics from Fabric. The link to my Fabric haul is right here at the top of the screen. The fabrics that I'm leaning towards are Knit Fabric 16P and Knit Fabric 162. They're both navy blue, 100% knit polyester and 60 inches wide. The Fabric website indicated that these tops are used to create tank tops and apparel accessories. I had a top from Susie Shear just like view A, and I wore it out, so I think that this pattern would make a wonderful replacement. The next pattern is Butterick 6514. This close-fitting dress has front and back panel seams, a back zipper, and neck and sleeve variations. View A has purchased cord piping and short sleeves. View B has peekaboo shoulders, and view C has elbow-length sleeves with a ruffle. If I sewed this dress together in a different order than the instructions, then it would make the dress more adjustable. Threads magazine recommended a different construction order. Sewing the front pieces to the back pieces at the shoulder seams first. Then it's much easier to take in or let out the dress. The recommended fabrics are cotton blends, sateen, crepe, linen, and challis. 122-inch zipper and hook and eye are required for all views, and view A needs 9 yards of 1/8 of an inch wide piping. Butterick 6514 is available in sizes 6 to 14 and 14 to 22. I bought the larger size range so I could make up my usual size 16. I bought this pattern for view B. I love the small amount of shoulder that's visible. I think that I may lengthen the skirt to be midi or even maxi length. It would take quite a bit more fabric due to the flare of the skirt, but it would definitely be worth it. The final pattern is Butterick 6674. This close fitting through the bust dress has front self facings, a sash, and a flared hem. View A is above mid-knee length. Views B and C are below mid-knee length, and view C has a self ruffle. This dress is lined, and there are separate pattern pieces included for cup sizes A and B, C and D. View D is a lined bag with a bias tape seam finish. I love when a dress pattern comes with a bag or hat sewing pattern. It makes it easier to imagine the whole look. This pattern has an easy sewing rating, so hopefully I should be able to whip this up pretty quickly without running into any problems. The suggested fabrics are cotton blends, crepe, challis, linen, and lightweight denim, and the lining should be made from lining fabric. This dress is not lined, but the bag is. 2 3/8 yard of 1/2 inch wide single fold bias tape is required for all views. View A also needs 10 5/8 inch buttons, and views B and C need 11 5/8 inch buttons. View D, the bag, requires 2 3/4 yards of 1/2 inch wide double fold bias tape, and a cardboard rectangle measuring 6 by 14 inches is optional. This pattern is available in sizes 6 to 14 and 14 to 22, so I bought the large size range with the size 16. I hope you enjoyed my Butterick sewing pattern haul from simplicity.com. Subscribe to BudgetSew for more great videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.